Two people start in the exact same economy. They have the exact same 24 hours in a day. Yet fast forward 6 years, and their lives look completely different. One is thriving, the other is broke. When trying to explain that massive gap, it is tempting to blame the weather. We point to the government, the tax rate, or the state of the economy. But those forces hit everyone at exactly the same time. The rain falls on both paths. We tend to wait for a rescue. We sit back, crossing our fingers, hoping some massive collision of luck or timing will crash into our lives and fix everything. Jim Rohn grew up on an Idaho farm. By age 25, he found himself with pennies in his pocket, creditors calling, and zero in the bank. He was living in an era of American prosperity, yet his personal economy was a disaster. He realized a harsh truth. He could not change the country, and he could not change the circumstances. The only variable he actually had control over was himself. Meaningful progress never arrives as a sudden lightning strike. It operates as a quiet, invisible chain reaction that begins entirely inside the mind. Spending your energy complaining about the things you cannot control is a mathematical guarantee of failure. Real power comes from mastering the tiny, mundane decisions you make every single day. Every choice you make is filtered through your personal philosophy. Think of it as mental software. It takes in all the raw data of life, the economy, your job, your relationships, and dictates exactly how you respond to it. You can think of this philosophy as the set of a sail. Two boats can catch the exact same wind, but they will reach entirely different destinations based on how they trim the sail. When you sharpen that philosophy, vague wishes turn into a rigid compass. You stop drifting and start moving along a deliberate, locked-in path toward a defined goal. If you lack that internal compass, you default to the path of least resistance. And without your own plan, you automatically become a minor piece in someone else's plan. The right mental software acts as the first domino. It provides the daily, required motivation to push through the grueling labor that success demands. If you look at your current life, your current bank account, your current health, those outputs are perfectly aligned with your past philosophical inputs. To change your reality, you must rewrite the code. Once you upgrade that internal philosophy, your daily life fractures into thousands of tiny forks in the road. Every action becomes a choice. Failure is surprisingly simple for us to define. It is nothing more than a few minor errors in judgment repeated every single day. Success follows the exact same structural logic. It is simply a few minor disciplines practiced every single day. Take a basic decision: eating an apple versus eating a chocolate bar. If you make the wrong choice on a Tuesday, your health and your wallet look perfectly fine on Wednesday morning. The immediate results of this are entirely invisible, but life does not operate on a one-day scale. It operates over time, and time is the ultimate multiplier of the chain reaction. This chart shows what happens when we fast forward 6 years. That one invisible daily choice mathematically compounds. The disciplines curve sharply upward into vitality, while the errors compound downward into disaster. The psychological trap hides right here in the first month. Because disaster does not strike at the end of day one, the human brain is tricked into believing the error is harmless, and so the error is repeated. There is no mystery here. Your outcomes are mathematical certainties, driven strictly by the compounding interest of your invisible daily habits. Most people operate under a basic economic misconception. They believe they are paid for their time. But no one is paid for time. They are paid for the value they deliver during that time. The absolute rule of personal economics is clear. The only reliable way to earn more or achieve more is to intentionally make yourself more valuable to the marketplace. And the secret to increasing that value is simple but grueling. You must work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That means intense, deliberate effort, deep reading, studying history, refining complex skills, and organizing new knowledge. It requires the hard work of self-education. Fixing this equation does not require a massive external overhaul. You don't have to move to a new country or wait for a different economy. You only have to identify one minor daily error and amend it. Stop waiting for the external world to magically align in your favor. True authority belongs to those who take absolute control over the one compounding variable they actually own, their mundane daily discipline.